Hi everybody, welcome back to SevTech Ages, episode 13 with me, Sid, and I'm not a superstitious person, but episode 13 is, well, 13 is an unlucky number if you're superstitious, and I said I'm not superstitious, so clearly that's not an issue. I heard you, where are you? Come on then, Mr. Piranha. Come on then, I see you. Ah, there you go. Haha, missed. Haha, missed again. Dead. Yeah. 13 is obviously a potentially highly unlucky number. And if I were superstitious, I would not want to go out on episode 13 and do something which I know is going to be, at best, highly dangerous, and at worst, probably suicidally fatal. So I've been kind of sat here for the last hour fiddling around doing make work around the place. So for example, you'll notice we now have a large expanse of grass flat over here, and there's a reason for this. It's a farm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Perfect. And then just a little bit of this going on over the top. And we have got hydrated land that far in, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Helm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should do the trick nicely. And we can do the same again. Oops. Hello, are you? No. Oh, we have got Clee Slabs. I think it's Clee Slabs that does that one. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here, 2, 3. That's 4 deep. That will go neatly down here. And we'll do the same again. There. And that should give us, if I'm right, 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. So with that bit of work there, we've got several chunks of farmland available to us. Now, if you've watched Rorax, you'll know that Rorax went down the aqueduct route. And hats off to it. I would not have had the patience to even work out that system. Oh, incidentally, I also broke all the eggs I have, and we now have a bunch of chickens flapping around outside. These guys are going to die before long, but I want them to lay me a few eggies first, because I'm going to get some more eggies and we'll get a chicken farm going proper, because I used all my eggies, which, you know, was in hindsight probably foolish, but we're going to put you in there, and that goes in there. But yeah, you know, hindsight is one of those things that is 2020, and unlike my site, which is, I'll get rid of that. I don't really want those this time. Shoot, I believe we now have the capability of making a hoe, because that was added with this age, which is good. And I'm guessing the hoe can be refined, but we desperately need to get some actual crops planted, including probably potatoes and carrots. We're definitely going to need some wheat. We could have done barley. I'm thinking cotton, maybe rice, and maybe even some hemp, although we haven't got a huge amount of that, so we'll just make do with what we got. Yeah, I went with the, oh damn it, night vision is great, but it's also a pain because you don't know when it's night time. So anyway, unlucky for some. The reason I'm saying unlucky for some is because what we need to do to advance the quest line into the next stage is go and basically stick our head in the bear's mouth. We need to get out there and we need to piss off some Shoggoths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, 2, 3. That might not. I think I've miscounted somewhere along the line here, but it doesn't matter. we'll go with what we got, and we'll just get as much of this hydrated as we can using the existing space that we've now created, and the world will be good and happy, and that one will hydrate back and I'll live. That's not a biggie. Yeah, I'm kind of avoiding pissing the Shoggoths off. Was that a worm? That is worms. Ooh, worms from actually editions. That's always a bonus. I believe they die out in this version. They only have a finite length of life span, but can we repair you? We can. Excellent. We'll get you repaired up and just run down here and do the rest of this. And we've got space around the river to make more of these kind of little entrenched bits. I just wanted to make it kind of slide and fit neatly in. I may even want to, at a later date, hide those slight gaps. That we've got running around the edges here, just because they're ugly. Alright, well, we've got a bunch of worms, but first things first, let's get these down, and we'll have wheat is probably going to be fairly important, so we'll do an entire section, because it makes obviously a lot of nice foods. Hemp seeds, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all I got, so that's what we'll plant. And rice seeds, again, is going to be a biggie for this, so we'll plant a whole load of those. Yeah, so I'm doing mate work. I'm doing the work that basically says I don't want to go and kill Shoggoths, because, you know, Shoggoths is scary. I've even had to go in a test world just to see how this will pan out as a thing, and the answer has to be not well. It is they are scary. Carrots. Yeah, we'll do carrots. Got plenty of space for those, haven't we? But I just want to make sure we've got a reasonable plant and food stash going. And we'll get some cotton, because cotton's always nice for growing things. And what's left? Those who need special posts and stuff, I'll leave that bit for now. It's not desperate. Oh, you're a squid. Okay, I'll let you off. And we'll move on with a few bit. My God, I am actually using the river as a well. Where's the rest of the chickens? Oh, they got out. That's right. All right, that's fine. That is fine. Let's say we'll get a chicken farm going eventually. Now, once I get a few more eggs again. But for the time being, we shall place all of the foods back in here. The mob drops will go in there. The seeds will go in here. Plants in there. Plants will go in the garbage. Then oh, hello. Did someone just pop? Who popped? Did you pop? I'll have that. Don't mind if I do. Kidnapping. Do you ever feel that taking chickens' eggs is a bit like kidnapping to the children? No, me either. All right. Yeah, as I say, I'm kind of trying to put off going off to do the Shoggoths, and there's a very good reason for that, and that is because they're bloody lethal. However, we can do. Let me get this right. We'll take some wolf meat, and we shall make wolf meat sarnies. There we go, 48 of them. That's all nice. And we'll put the that with, what was the recipe for pork dinner? Baked carrot and baked potato. So we'd need to bake more of those to make those. Okay, that's actually doable. How many pork chops did I have? I've completely lost track. 59, a lot. Maybe not that many. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, yeah. So I'm kind of stalling for time here. I wanted to make these aqueduct things because again it passes time. It needs to be done, and we can put the press in here once we've got this out of the way. That take you out. Put the press down, and we can get that back in there, and we can click here one there, and I think we just need to put in 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. That should make us 12. If I go around and feed that in, I think this should work nicely. Blub, blub, blub. Yep, and off goes the itchy bummed dog. Anybody who owns a dog knows exactly that motion that we see them do on the carpet. It's a while since I've owned a dog, but she certainly did that. I never thought of it until today that was actually what we got going on here. We got the itchy bum dog going on. We need 3 of those. 1 2 3. We'll just put the rice flour away because we can make that obviously into the rice dough, but I'm not doing that right now because it takes forever. And we're not shy on bread related products. What is my nutrition like? It's 100% across the board, so that's fine. And then if we come around here, we can just get that quest quickly out of the way. Now I believe, let's just go and see what this does, because I think this is, if this does what I think it does, this takes a water source block and will transmit it as a solid block rather than a... Oh, let's have a look. Let's take this out here. And then go 1, 2, 3. Now that one there is a water source block, so... Yeah, so the water's flowing, but now you look, it's not actually dropping off, which is it's of dubious value. But we have made the advancement, so that's fine. And if we have a look now, that's just done. We've got those and these to do, but this is where we need to go. All right. You know what? I've been beating around the bush all this time. We need to just get a few items together and go and find a Shoggoth lair. We know there is a Shoggoth lair off to the south. We know there's one to the north. Neither of them are in ideal positions. I want to put you away somewhere. You can go in there for now. As with that and that and that, I'm not taking those, and the sticks can come in here. We've got arrows, we've got that, we've got everything else, we've got plenty of food. What we probably want to take is a few stacks of cobble. And if we go and have a look at our map, the nearest Shoggoth lair, or the other one we found, was quite a ways down this way over here, but it was actually situated nicely against a flat area. What I think we'll do is we'll take the boat and we shall, what's this like? What's the recipe for that actually? I think we'll be alright. Do I think we'll be alright, or do I take a... Have I got any more thatch? That's the question. Thatch. Oh, yeah. Thatch. Now, if I want that, we need to put you through a manual chopping block, which means that we need to swap this out for this. Bang. That's not a problem. And then we'll pop that in there, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. And we'll pop you on there and let you do your work. I'm just thinking that a spare bed might not actually be a bad idea. A spare sleeping roll, actually. The other thing we could do with taking is, again, if we were to come in here and get somewhere, 1, 2, 3, and I kept the wheat specifically for this. Take an actual bed so we can set an actual spawn. Now I know we can do it normally in the with the sleeping roll. We can set the spawn, but I'd prefer to actually have an actual bed. Just call me old-fashioned if you will. Wherever we do this, there's a very, very, very high chance we will kick the bucket. And to that extent, we do need to make sure that we have got the means to set a spawn point before we go playing with the fire that is a Shoggoth lair. Okay, we got you, and we need 3 leather, and then we should be good to go, I think. 3, 1, 2, 3. We're probably going to have to process some leather up at some point, which I'm really not overly looking forward to, but never let it be said that I run away from a challenge, because I absolutely run away from challenges. Right, you can go away, you can come out. Do I need the Necronomicon? I probably don't, so let's leave that here. I also probably don't need the fluid bladder. I'll keep the portable crafting table. Everything else should be good. Right, we're going to go for a little sail. Plop, come on. Come on, off we go. Yeah, I think until we have any better form of transport, this is going to be the best way to get around. So I'm going to doubly so, because the thing is, Shoggoth lairs spawn on water in rivers. So, are you? Yeah, I thought so. So while we know that this stretch of river hasn't got a Shoggoth lair in it, once we hit the map on some uncharted territory and find some more areas that we could go and have a look at, we should be okay. So yeah, let me do a little bit of sailing. I'll head down towards the one we know about, unless we see or find some alternative possible exploration areas. And wow, that is a hill and a half, isn't it? Sorry. Yeah, and I'll be back in a second. Just stopped off in this savannah because there's a parrot there, and there's a quest to, if I can find any. We need to get some seeds to tame a parrot. You are potato, carrot, yeah. What we need is beetroot, no. Beetroot, potato. Typical, when you want to find something, you can't find the one you want. Wheat, come on, wheat, where are you, wheat? Come on, give me some wheat. Beetroot, damn you. I mean, it might take beetroot seeds, I don't know. It's probably worth a try. But while we saw the parrots, it just seemed an obvious thing. Let's try this, get this quest out of the way. Let me have wheat. So we've got one wheat seed. Woohoo! I'm not worried about the fact I'm destroying these, because obviously the odds of me coming out this way and going, I need food, is very, very slim. Potato, carrot, wheat. However, we will mark the malachite, if I can just get myself to me. And we'll stick a marker there with, and it's that one with malachite. I also need to make sure I don't forget where I've just left my boat. Wheat, there we go. That'll give me, what, we've got 3 seeds. If that's not enough, then we've got issues, haven't we? Potato, yeah, not a great deal of use to me. Let's go and try and tame one of these parrots then, if I can find it. Where was one? I definitely saw there was one definitely down there. Yeah, where are you? I hear you, matey. Come on. Do you like... Oh, you do like beetroot seeds. Okay. Huh. Greedy little bugger and all, aren't you? There's no... Right, we need to get more seeds then. Alright, let me have a fertile around. Grab more seeds and see if we can't tame this ungrateful little git who is obviously trolling us. And, oh, malachite again. We should probably mark that one as well. Again, just because we can. Malachite. Okay, let me get some seeds. I'll be back in a mo. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. They just came on me and it was completely unexpected. God. Get a shield on. Wow, he's got some knockback on him. That was not entertaining. I was just minding my own business and next thing there's a grizzly bear coming at me. What's my nutrition like? I really need fruit, so let's go for a little bit of that for now. I'm still trying to tame this damn parrot. Without success, it has to be added. I'm going to stick that and the potatoes and the beetroots in there. They'll come in. Come on, breathe. You know when you can just hear something, you hear the of little paws coming at you, and you're like, "What is that? That sounds familiar. What is that? What? Oh, no, it's not good. It's a bear." Yeah, it was a bit of an unexpected pleasure, shall we say? Yeah, just grabbing a few more seeds anyway. What we got over here? Carrot, potato. I think we're probably about exhausted everything over. Well, not everything. There's almost certainly beetroot. There's almost certainly a few crops we've not dug up yet, but not many. Carrot, potato. Right, let's see whether we can get this ungrateful little git with the seeds we now have. Potato. Now there's this one over here and there's that one up there, and I have tried both of them. Oh, that's probably not going to ingratiate him to me, so we'll go for this one, I think. And I've got 16 seeds. Now if I can't tame a parrot with 16 seeds, there's something wrong. Either that or I'm doing something wrong. I must admit I've never actually tried to tame a parrot in Minecraft at all. It is a new experience. Let's come up here. Hello. Hello, buddy. You want some seeds? Hmm? You ungrateful little git. Alright. Right, we'll come back to that. We know there's plenty of parrots in the area. Well, less one. So let me carry on with doing what we were planning to do, shall we? And I'll see you in a bit. Interesting little village in the water. Of course. And there's a bloody Shoggoth lair slap bang in the middle of the village. Hang on a second. I don't know if you can see it. It's just there. The Shoggoths are going to have a field day with that. Because Shoggoths are, how do we put it, grumpy at the best of times. Okay, so we probably want to repair our pick a wee bit. In fact, I'm just going to get everything up to full repair because it doesn't hurt to have that. We're going to keep all of that on the bar. Right, let me just go and have a look how oh god, you really need not to be there. I don't really want... They're in there. I can see them. Right, let him... This is potentially very dangerous. Hi. Oi. Hello. Come on out. Yeah, kiting these guys out is going to be all but impossible, especially with that bloody house there. Hello. Oh yeah, you've seen me. They hit like a truck, by the way. Yeah, they're not friendly. I've not set my spawn either, have I? And they destroy blocks, which is also not an ideal. This is not an ideal position to be in, to be honest. He's leaving. Where has he gone? Oh, he's there. But we need about 6 out. And we've got a whole 1. And he's bobbing around in the water, not doing anything useful. I think we need to go and move away from this area and just set a spawn point. Because, yeah, you sir, you really need to move. But on the plus side, we definitely... Oh, he's adorable. Oh, look at him. Oh, I feel so bad. Sorry. Ice. Oh, God. That was probably not the best idea I've had. I mean, it's a well-known fact that animals protect their young. Oh, God, come on, get... No, that's not good, not good. Okay. Let's not do that again. Right, where can we... What I was looking for was just a little hole in the ground. Just somewhere I can set up a bed. And a torch. So should we die, we've got a place to respawn. Let me get that out. In fact, we'll put you back. Sleep. Oh man, that is not good, but at least we've now got a spawn point here, which, you know, is good. It's a good thing. Let me check my nutrition. We need everything but fruit now, so let's get that done properly. We'll put all of that away, and we'll have that, I suppose, for starters. That will do us, and then we'll get the grain later on the next eat. I'm fairly certain we're going to need to eat again at some point. Okay. Is that villager just hiding over here with me? He's like, oh, I'm not going anywhere near there. There's Shoggoths over there. We'll get rid of that. 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 And let's go back and see whether we can pull the tail of the beast. This is potential. Oh, God almighty. Stop that. Right. They do despawn, so that is a danger, and both a danger and a thing. But we desperately need these guys to come out. Oh, and they right, we've got one out again. It's either killing The vicious, nasty things. Don't do that, you swine. They'll destroy everything around the area as well, which is potentially thing. But how do we get them all out? This is killing fish and squid at the moment. Look. But they hit like trucks, so we don't want to get too close. Ideally, we want a flat area to kite them out onto. Whether I can get some more out this way by sneaking around. I was going to say sneaking around behind him might not be something that. Oh, there's another one out over there. And what you don't want to do is let them flank you either. They're not working overly well. This is probably not the ideal Shoggoth lair for this particular role. I see you, mate. Problem is, you're too busy with them. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. I'll come back if it gets interesting. But right now, it is not enough going on to make it worthwhile. So I'll see you in a bit. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One's just despawned, and there's another one out there. This is horrible. I've had them on the roof round me. They're just getting 6 of these is no. We've lost 2 more. Getting 6 of these out is nigh on impossible. They hit like a truck. They really do. They've hit me a couple of times with those projectiles, and they do like probably 8 damage per shot, which may not sound like a lot, but that's just the projectiles. The up close, and look, I mean, they're absolutely butchering everything in sight. And there's another one just despawned, I think. This is not easy, and I'm unsure how best to proceed now, because with only these 4, the babies are even faster. You can't kite the babies. You have to just leave them to it once babies spawn. So we got 5. If we can get 6, then there's a chance that they'll build the monolith, and then we can move away, let them despawn, and go and get the idol from. Oh, damn it! It's just not happening, is it? And I've tried laying out on that side. I've tried laying out a little run around area that I can kite them on, which hasn't worked too well. I've tried hiding in the village houses. You can't see actually, but the one I was in was 1, 2, 3, 4. We still need 5 of these. Come on. Yeah, it is not easy by any stretch. I've slept 3 or 4 times in the middle, well, in the middle of them, but just, using the sleeping bag and hiding somewhere where I can get close to them. But they're not coming out in groups. They're coming out solitary in 1s and 2s, and it's a bloody nightmare, to say the least. I don't know what else I can do other than try and find another lair which has got a better. Yeah, see, another one's gone. I think we're going to have to go and try and find another lair which has got a better aspect for kiting these guys around, because this is just not working. We need to be able to run in, kite them out, kite one off, run, grab another 1 or 2. That baby's getting a little bit too close for comfort as well. It's awkward. Now you can use the flesh of these things, but you've got to kill them, and these things are tough with a capital T. they destroy these blocks. I don't know whether they destroy monolith stone. There is that's a possibility, I suppose, what we could do. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we're going to let these despawn. I'm going to try another tack on these. And see if we can't block them in, and then maybe try killing a few from underneath the lair. Maybe try underneath. That's another way, and then we can use the flesh. It's going to take a fair amount of time to kill them, but if we can get the flesh of these things, then that's another way of doing it. So I'm going to let these despawn. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, we're underneath, and I'm pissing the guys off from beneath. And this is about the only thing I can think of. You can see they've got 100 hit points. They are pretty hefty. Come on. And we get so much Shoggoth flesh for that. And if we use 8 of those with a decorative statue, which we make with monolith stone, which we get from down here as well, then hello, come on, hey, that's right, come on, that's right, come and join me down here. Ow. This is what we have to be aware of, though, is there's 3 of these on me now. In fact, I think what we need to do is bring out the big guns, eat, and just let them get on top of me, I suppose, and take them down as they go. This is the only other way I can think of doing this. Go away. Just will you let me have... one of these. Oh, another one's come in, you see. This is a lot of death waiting for me. What have we got there? 5. This will be enough if we can just get 8. Oh, damn you. He died and... Come on. Alternative, I suppose. Anyway. Come here, you. Hey. Yeah, you. Come here. A bit closer. And there. 10. It's enough. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to work and just take some of this monolith stone out, because we're going to need it. If we look at the uses for monolith stone, we need it for the energy pedestal, the monolith stone pedal, the sacrificial altar, energy collectors, relays, all of these. So I might as well grab a whole load of this while I'm here, because I think I can safely grab it out from underneath. That is, by the way, that's Shoggoth biomass, which is basically the Shoggoth spawner. That sounded not particularly nice for whatever was outside. Yeah, so I'm going to grab a whole bunch of this, and I'll be back with you in a little while. Alright, got back home. I picked up another horse en route. It's not brilliant, it's not bad. I did notice a minor flaw with my design here, which requires addressing. If we have any timber left. I need, oh, so I've got more wood. I've got more sticks, I should say. And that is that this system here will not allow me to get horses in. We need to have this if we wish to do that. Yeah. Anyway, let us clear some inventory. And we've got you, we can get rid of you and you. You are a mob of the drop, a mob drop, I should say. Chicken egg, go in there. Mob drops in there. That goes back in there, along with that. Okay. And I think that and that can go in there, and that lot can go in there, and you will go in there. Oh, and that will go in there as well. No, it won't, because it's full, that's why. Okay, that's simply easy fixed. I don't even need a crafting bench to do that. I don't even know, because I don't think this has any use other than fuel and that, so it kind of makes sense just to take all of this lot and convert it straight over into plant wine just as soon as we get it. There's very little point to keeping hold of it. Right, so we need to eat. We need to eat some vegetable. And that was an experience which I really don't want to have to repeat anytime soon. So hopefully we'll get away with this. I got a little bit more while I was there. It's not enough. I should have actually got another 4, but oh well. You can't have it always. It is used for some other stuff as well. So we are going to need to make a statue, and of course I'm not going to settle for anything less than a Cthulhu. So Cthulhu decorative statue is monolith, stone, clay and a cyan dye powder, which can be made in the millstone with cyan hyacinth, or we can use blue and green. Magenta clover. I need to go flower hunting. Okay, that's my next job. See you in a moment. Oh, appears we have a few little friendly fellas over here. Hello guys, how you doing? Yeah, not so good there, huh? Depth ghoul. Come on then. I think he's got a mate over there as well. Let me just make sure he hasn't got a mate down there. Here we go. How are you doing there, sir? Not quick on the uptake, I'll give him that. However, what I am struggling to find is anything that gives me green. Found blue aplenty. I found very little cyan. In fact, none. It's very difficult with this. This is actually, oh hello malachite, I've marked it, and this is one of the reasons why I've used this in packs myself, is when you throw plants in, or like this is Ferdinand's flowers obviously, but if you throw the plants mod in, you immediately, oh, tea light, okay, apparently tea light is the thing there. I suppose we should mark it wherever I am here. Tea light. There we go. Just if we ever want a tea. So yeah, the green dye. So if we look at the uses for that, that makes that. The uses for that is various dyes. Green dye we can get from a whole host of plants. Engelmann's hedgehog cactus and cactus green. Cactus green we can get from obviously smelting cactus. But I have no cactus, and I'm not seeing yuccas out anything out here. This is proving to be annoying, just to find a bloody coloured dye. That's blue, I think. I don't think that's going to be helpful at all. It's a grape hyacinth. Yeah, I've got one of those, and it gives you blue. That's violet, which obviously is purple. We are going to need to sleep the night out here, but. If I could just find one plant that gave me green, then I'd be happy. And we've not seen any deserts. That's another thing. So we are somewhat between a rock and a hard place, and trying to find anything that gives me that. I don't even think that's from Ferdinand Plants, is it? What are you? You are chamomile from Rusty. Yeah, you're not going to help at all. So I wonder whether some of those ones that I thought were chamomile from rustic aren't actually chamomile. Because the problem again with these plants is they kind of merge into one horrendous gestalt of an entity that you can't identify whether one is one or the other. So, bleeding heart, violet, that almost certainly, that's got to be a yellow. Oh, is it white even? Let's have a look. It is white dye. Okay. Well, don't need that. I need green or cyan. Either will work. Cyan would be preferable, but I'll take green in the absence of cyan. Alright, I'm going to have to keep on hunting around for this elusive flower, and I'll be back with you in a sec. Found it. Elusive. Cyan hyacinth. I don't even care that plant just took a bite out of me. It's a plant that is so small in reality that it can't hurt a human, but yeah, I don't care. I found cyan, which means we can make a Cthulhu statue and be happy. Right, let us head back. I will see you there. We'll get this ground, because all we need to do is run that through a millstone. Better with mod millstone actually, so we're going to have to hand grind that, and we will be in a good and happy place. Considering the distance I've travelled, the fact it was the other side of that village is somewhat galling, but there you go. Back in a minute. Alright, so armed with that, we should be able to make a decorative Cthulhu statue. Where we are, monolith, clay, and that. We need a little bit of clay, and we should be sitting pretty. Monolith stone, that, and that makes us a decorative Cthulhu. And then if we combine you with 8 of those, it becomes an abyssal craft, which gives us the trophy case option. We now need to move on to the beneath, where we need to get aquamarine aquamarine ore, but we're going to need to make the beneath teleporter, and the beneath teleporter is an abyssal craft recipe in this, which requires a demonic will. So we now need to go down the blood magic line. A blank teleporter, which requires Corellium pearl, which we need to find from that. Now that we find in Corellium swamps, we have to dig for, but I'm not sure. You see, I'm not sure whether this is a Corellium swamp, but you can't tell because we haven't got the biome information on here. Now I know Corellium swamps are, we've got these weird colours about them and trees, but I'm not entirely sure, so I'll need to double check where that is. And of course the beneath teleporter requires some PE, potential energy, which we get from charging the Necronomicon. We're going to need some coal dust, which will make them grind. We've got monolith stone, we've got that, we've got a gate. Yeah, that's going to be a thing. So we're off. Before we move anywhere, we're going to need to go down the blood magic line to get well, we're going to need to get a demonic will. Demonic will we're going to need to do a snare for. And they're not too bad. It's tin, ash, which we get from cooking wood, and string, which we've got lots of. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how long I've been going. I'm probably way over. I am way over. So on that note, I'm going to just pop this fella down here for a second, and we'll get a little screenshot of him, and then we'll, oops, no, we don't want that one, can we? Hang on, have I just cocked, no I haven't, thank God for that. We have got enough to make another one. So yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.